Why was rebuilding China so hard after the Cultural Revolution? Imagine a country that has just gone through a decade of chaos, where schools are closed, factories are shut down, and trust in leaders is shattered. That's what China faced after the Cultural Revolution. It was a time of massive upheaval started by Mao Zedong to boost communist ideals. But instead of strengthening the nation, it tore apart its institutions, economy, and social fabric. Rebuilding was not easy because the damage was deep and widespread. First, many experienced officials and intellectuals had been purged or persecuted. The government's leadership was weakened because trusted experts and managers were either imprisoned or driven away. This created a big gap in knowledge and experience needed to run the country smoothly. Restoring effective governance took years of effort to find new leaders and rebuild trust in government institutions. Second, the economy was in ruins. During the Cultural Revolution, many factories and farms stopped working properly. Projects that could have modernized China were abandoned or poorly managed. Skilled workers and teachers were targeted, which meant the country lost a lot of expertise. It was like trying to fix a broken machine with missing parts. Rebuilding the economy meant restarting industries, improving agriculture, and attracting investments, which took time and money. Third, the cultural and social damage was enormous. Traditional arts, religious sites, and educational systems were destroyed or neglected. Many teachers and intellectuals had been persecuted, leading to a lost generation of students who missed years of education. Restoring cultural pride and social cohesion was a slow process. Schools had to be rebuilt, and a new generation had to be educated and reoriented. Fourth, after Mao's death, the Chinese Communist Party had to rethink its direction. Deng Xiaoping led reforms to move away from the chaos of the Cultural Revolution. They started to separate the party from government and military roles, reduce corruption, and rehabilitate those persecuted. This political shift was delicate because many factions still held strong beliefs about Mao's policies. It took careful negotiation and new policies to stabilize the country. Finally, balancing the old revolutionary ideals with new practical needs was tricky. Leaders wanted to keep the core communist principles but also needed to modernize China's economy. Deng's idea of crossing the river by feeling the stones meant they took cautious steps, testing reforms carefully. This approach helped China gradually recover without losing sight of its socialist goals. So, rebuilding China after the Cultural Revolution was a huge challenge because of the broken institutions, economic setbacks, social trauma, and the need for political change. It was a long process of fixing what was damaged and finding a new way forward. This period showed how difficult it can be to restore a nation after such a turbulent time, but it also demonstrated resilience and the ability to adapt.